So Druids are a golf company that have shot to prominence in the last couple of years, mainly due to the clothing. In today's video though, I'm not that bothered about the clobber. I'm going to be reviewing their Tour S1 golf balls. I've heard a lot of good things about these. If they're as good a quality as what the clothing seems to be, then we might have just found one of the best value golf balls for money around. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's go.
Well, that were a pretty good start. Not bad, just short of the corner. We're out here on the 5th. Well, that weren't great, were it? Right then, hello, welcome back to the channel. Apologies for not doing an introduction to this video earlier. I've just had to kind of cut round golf course a little bit. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Jack. This is Jack Lee Golf. Like I said, in today's video, we are reviewing the Druids Tour S1 golf balls. A couple of things you might have noticed already that's a bit quirky about these golf balls. Don't come in a dozen, come in a 10. Don't come in a box, come in a tube. A couple of things that it says on the back of the packet, and we'll talk through what Druids are saying about this golf ball in a short while. Three-piece construction, cast urethane covers, so the kind of soft cover that you'd expect to see in Callaway Chrome Softs, Pro V1s, all that kind of stuff. Soft feel, maximum spin and control. You get a free permanent marker with these as well, which is pretty cool. Today's video is not actually sponsored by Druids, but they've been very kind to send me this t-shirt as well as these golf balls, so thank you guys. I'm expecting kind of big things from this. Let's have a look at what Druids are saying on their website about this golf ball. Right then, so they do two different golf balls. We've got the S1 Pro Feel Tour golf balls, which is what I've got here, and we've also got the SX Distance golf balls. I presume they're more like Strixon Distance, AD 333, Callaway Super Soft, that kind of stuff. $24.99 for 10 golf balls. Like I said, a bit strange that they're not in dozens, but we can cope with that. Free pen with each marker. Right then, after years of research and development, we introduce you our new S1 Pro Field Tour golf ball. Three-piece construction, cast urethane cover for a lovely soft feel in and around the greens whilst maintaining maximum distance off the tee. A high-performance tour golf ball for utmost control and spin. Everything that we've said really, so no real addition to what we've got on the tube. You'll be glad to know though that I have done some dry ball testing. I'm going to insert a clip of me doing that dry ball testing right now, and we're going to talk about the results. Quite interesting. You may have noticed that we've got another change of scenery. I'm being aggressively chased around the golf course by a group of ladies, so I've got to stay out of the way. Right then, dry ball data wise, so I used 3 clubs. I used my 55-degree sand wedge, I used my 7-iron and my driver. Here are the data that I collected. So first and foremost, let's have a look at the 55-degree wedge. We have seen average peak height of 23. I don't know why I picked peak height first to talk about them. That was strange, weren't it? Let's talk about distance. 100 yard of carry on average. We saw my shortest distance was 97, my longest was 103. 11,000 revs of spin on average, so it is a very, very spinny golf ball. Usually I'd expect to see around about 10.5. So one conclusion that you can draw from that is that it's a very spinny golf ball. Next, let's have a look at what the 7-iron data was. So we saw an average carry of 161, which is around about right for me, if not a fraction short, but only 2-3 yards, something like that. We saw the longest shot being 163, the shortest one being 157. Again, we saw a spin rate of 7,100, so I'd be expecting to see around 6,500. The excess spin in that sense could have been a potential factor with me losing a little bit of distance. And then when we come to the driver, you will notice a little bit more inconsistency in that distance. One thing that I will say with my driver test is that is more down to me than it was the golf ball. I am a bit pony with the driver at the minute, hence the reluctancy to use it, as you may be seeing on the golf course. So we have got some variability in the sense that I'm a bit pony at the minute, but at the same time we saw an average spin rate of 2,500, but we saw highs of 3, 4 and 1.8. That was very much strike induced. So the 3,400 was low and necky in the face, the 1,800 was high in the face. Average ball speeds of approaching 160, so 158.9. Average peak height of about 30, which is something that I would expect. Average carry at 261, which is a little bit shorter. We did see one get out there to 273 carry. Like I said, I'm not massively confident with the driver, so try not to read too much into the information with the driver. If you're going to pull information from this, take more from the 55 and the 7-iron. Initial thoughts that I've got, it seems very similar to Kirkland's Signature Signatures, one thing that I found with Kirkland Signatures version 1 and 2 was that they spun a little bit more than the likes of Pro V1s, did lose a fraction bit of distance, but they do tend to be. I mean, these golf balls are marketed at a smaller or a lower price bracket than what Pro Vs are. So for £24.99 for 10 balls, working out about £2.50 per ball, I hope that's right. If I've just got that wrong, that's very embarrassing. They're pretty good. One thing that I would say though, if they are similar performing to the Kirkland Signatures as they seem to be right now, Kirkland Signatures are £1 a ball. You'll have noticed that I just made a nice par save despite a poor chip on the 5th, and we're now on the 7th. Let's play a couple and let's see if I notice anything crazy with these golf balls. So far, as you'd expect on a golf course, there's not too much variance. Dry ball data would suggest that they're maybe a fraction shorter and a bit spinnier. But we're real golf now. Let's see what happens. So I've just actually hit a 6-iron off this 7th tee here. This hole is about 340, and I've only got about 90 yard left, something like that, 85. More so due to ground conditions at the minute. It is very firm. So I'm going to go lob wedge for this second one. The lie's like not amazing. We are just in this little bit of semi, so it's going to be interesting to see how much spin we can create from a lie like this. This is your Pro Vs, your Chrome Soft, Z Stars do excel. So if we can get a bit of stop on this, I'll be quite impressed. Decent strike. It is landing past pin eye and just rolled off to that back edge, so not much evidence of spin whatsoever there. Could be due to ground conditions. Like I said, it is quite firm, but on that occasion, not much spin. It'll be interesting to see how much spin we can get off a clean lie a bit later on. Feel wise, I must say they do feel quite nice. You know when you do that teeth tap test, should we call it that? Should we make a teeth tap test the thing? They do feel as soft as all your other urethane covered golf balls, so feel wise they're quite nice. No. Oh, well that'd have been nice, wouldn't it? That had a little bit of grab on it, didn't it? But nothing crazily noticeable. Looks wise, one thing that I do like about this golf ball is this little decal on the side. I think that's very good if you're someone that lines your putts up. You can see Druids Tour S1. Nice little sight line there. They're like good clean graphics as well. All the golf balls look pretty similar these days, don't they? So as long as you've got a nice sight line on, that's all I'm bothered about really. One thing that I have got to show you that is massively important in these ball tests is durability. Now I find that the test that I put these golf balls through when it comes to my dry ball testing, basically hitting 20 shots into a net with a sharp grooved sand wedge with a 7-iron with a driver, can be quite harsh on these golf balls, but it has unearthed some results. So you'll be able to notice that despite only having been hit 20 times or so, only 6 times with a 55 degree, only 6 times with a 7-iron, that this ball is cut up quite considerably. So if you're a better player looking to use these golf balls, I think because they are more catered towards better players, you could potentially be swapping these up to at least once around. So we've got a bit of green in, that's just from the AstroTurf mat there, but you can see that we've got quite a lot of like splinters off it, and it is cut up quite a lot. So this is the golf ball that I've been using on course. Obviously it's in better nick, so it'll be interesting to see how this one fares after 4 holes of golf, 5 holes of golf. We will compare at the end. We've got our society major in a few weeks, the Sunday Club Masters, so it'll be interesting to see if I can fix myself before then. I hope so. If not, it's just this. It's just low 4 irons all the way around. Crazy thing with the ground conditions at the minute, you know, it's just going for an absolute mile, so you don't have to hit driver,
which was nice.
So this is where my tee shot ended up. I've got about probably 150 to that back flag. For people that know Ickleton, like a 4-iron off this tee, this just shows how firm and fast it's playing at the minute, because what's this hole? It's got to be 420, so for a 4-iron to go 270, it's a bit crazy at the minute. So anyways, I'm not complaining. Right, 150, I've got a wedge. Let's see if we can hold it up to that back flag there. It's just drawn with it being above my feet a little bit. Hope I don't have a massive kick. It has had a semi-big kick, just missed green to the left. Anyway, nice strike. Didn't really factor in ball being above my feet that time, which were quite annoying. It is another opportunity to see how these balls react over a chip though. So right then, so we're about 40-50 yard out on the 8. I thought this would be a real good opportunity to do a little bit of a spin test. So I've got my 60 degree, we've got some nice tight lines in fairway, like I said, 40-50 yards. Greens are a little bit firm, so that's going to hamper it a little bit, and I really hope that my microphone goes all the way back to 50 yards. Not as spinny. Is that the flag though? It's hit the flag. Right then, last one. No, it were a bit thin. Let's see if it grabs up though. Oh, it has, look at that. That was very impressive. Right then, so final thoughts. Druids S1 golf balls. Quite impressed with them. I think they're very good for the price. Are they as good a value for money as the Kirkland Signatures? I'm probably going to say no. But nevertheless, a very good golf ball. And now it's time for you guys to win these exact golf balls that I've been using. So the way to enter this competition is leave a comment in the section below. Any comment, don't matter what it is, as long as you're not promoting any other football teams other than Manchester United, you've got a serious chance. Boyd at Greenkeepers are just staring me out, which is always a good thing. And yeah, so we've got like one quite heavily used golf ball that you've seen battered, but apart from that, all the rest of these are in pretty good nick. 9 good golf balls, Druids S1 Tour, $24.99. Leave me a comment in the section below and these could be yours. Postage probably just to UK, so if you're in the States, don't bother. Well, no, comment anyway, but I won't be sending them to you. That is my final verdict on these Druid S1 Tour golf balls. If you've liked this video, please make sure you're doing the usuals of liking, sharing, subscribing. Big thanks to Druids for sending me this t-shirt and these golf balls. Stay tuned for plenty more content coming soon, and I will see you in the next one. Laters.
Bye, have a great time.